Hello Lakers fan, if you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to stay tuned to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on the possible signings of LAKERS, and what I can tell you is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and if you don't want to miss any information, stay tuned. We have exclusive news every day. If you are a true Lakers and don't want to be left out of the news, be sure to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Let's go to the video.
Danny Green isn't convinced. Can LeBron and Luka really win a title together? As the Los Angeles Lakers head into the offseason, their mission seems crystal clear: build a championship-caliber roster around two of the most electrifying offensive talents in the game, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. It's an ambitious vision, one rooted in hope, history, and the belief that these two generational players can coexist and carry a team deep into the playoffs. But not everyone is buying it. Despite their undeniable star power, some voices around the league are casting doubt on just how realistic this dream scenario is. Among them, former Lakers guard and 2020 NBA champion, Danny Green. Danny Green sounds off. On a recent episode of All the Smoke, Danny Green was candid when asked about the Lakers' rumored pursuit of Luka Doncic to pair with LeBron James. His response wasn't about hype, it was about basketball reality. "I think they're explosive offensively," Green said. "But defensively, I think there's a lot missing. I don't know how many years LeBron has left, and it's tough to win when your best player is pushing 40. Next season, he'll be 41. Sure, he can still put up 20 or 30 on any given night, but I just don't see them winning a championship with that formula." It's a sobering take, especially coming from someone who knows what it takes to win in LA. Is the doubt justified? Green isn't alone in his skepticism. Around the league, analysts and former players alike have voiced concerns about the Lakers' defensive shortcomings, especially at the top of the roster. If Luka joins LeBron, and Austin Reeves remains the team's third-best player, that's a trio that leans heavily on offense. But as history shows, even the most talented scorers can't outgun elite defensive teams in a 7-game series, unless everything around them is built to perfection. There's also the question of LeBron's age. At 41, even as a second or third scoring option, how much defensive energy can he realistically give over an 82-game season and a deep playoff run? There's still hope, but it's complicated. Despite the questions, there is a path forward, albeit a narrow one. If the Lakers can surround Luka and LeBron with rugged defense-first role players who can cover for their weaknesses, they might have a shot. It would require precision in the offseason, smart contracts, elite scouting, and likely some sacrifices. But this isn't a team that's unfamiliar with defying the odds. LeBron led LA to a title in 2020 and reached the Western Conference Finals again just last year. Luka, meanwhile, took the Mavericks to the NBA Finals this past season, proving he can carry a team on his back. Still, relying on that same formula again, 2 stars and hope, may not be enough. LeBron on the state of the game. Off the court, LeBron continues to weigh in on the game's evolution. On the latest episode of his Mind the Game podcast with Steve Nash, he addressed the growing criticism around how analytics are shaping NBA offense. He's heard the complaints: every possession looks the same. It's just threes and layups now. But LeBron pushed back, defending the league's efforts to make the game more efficient and exciting. "The game has changed, no doubt," he said. "But the goal is to win, and to entertain. We're adapting. That's what makes the league grow." It's that adaptability that has kept LeBron relevant for over 2 decades. But the question now is, can he still win, at the highest level, with a new partner by his side and the clock ticking? Final thoughts. The pairing of Luka Doncic and LeBron James might light up scoreboards, but can it hang banners? Danny Green, and many others, aren't convinced. What's certain is that the Lakers are standing at a crossroads. One path could lead to one last championship push. The other could expose the limits of star power without the right foundation. Time will tell. And the off-season is just getting started. Danny Green's candid assessment: can LeBron and Luka lead the Lakers to a title? As the Los Angeles Lakers enter the off-season, their vision is clear: build a championship contender around the dynamic duo of LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The February trade that sent Anthony Davis to Dallas in exchange for Doncic was a bold move, signaling the Lakers' commitment to this new era. Since the trade, the Lakers have shown promise, climbing to second place in the Western Conference with a 40-21 record. Doncic's arrival has invigorated the team, and LeBron James, even at 40, continues to defy expectations. Fox Sports. However, not everyone is convinced that this pairing will lead to a championship. Former Lakers guard Danny Green, who was part of the 2020 championship team, expressed concerns about the defensive capabilities of the team and the challenges of having an aging star as the centerpiece. Green's perspective adds a layer of realism to the Lakers' aspirations. While the offensive potential of LeBron and Luka is undeniable, the team's success will hinge on addressing defensive weaknesses and ensuring that the supporting cast can contribute effectively. The upcoming offseason will be crucial in determining whether the Lakers can build a roster that complements their star duo and positions them for a championship run. Lakers news: LeBron James unfazed by Anthony Edwards' physicality in first-round series. LeBron James, a seasoned veteran of countless playoff battles, knows better than anyone that postseason basketball is a different beast. The stakes are higher, and the way the game is officiated reflects that. Fouls that would be called in the regular season? Often overlooked once the playoffs begin. After the Los Angeles Lakers' early exit in the first round, James opened up about the level of physicality on his podcast Mind the Game, which he co-hosts with Steve Nash. One name came up more than once: Minnesota Timberwolves star Anthony Edwards. James made it clear, he's fine with a physical game. In fact, he welcomes it. But what he doesn't appreciate is the inconsistency in how it's called. If that's how the game's gonna be played, that's fine by me, James said. But it's gotta go both ways. I was trying to make a cut and Ant just body checks me with both arms. I'm 5 yards off the ball. If this were the NFL, that's a flag every time. But hey, it was fun. It was intense. You just start wondering, where's the line? Or is there even one? James wasn't complaining, he was calling for fairness. He acknowledged that Edwards, often matched up against him, seemed to get more leeway when it came to using his hands. The 22-year-old guard even admitted during the series that he was trying to be a pest to the 40-year-old legend, knowing full well how strong and dominant James still is. It's a debate that comes up every year. Why does the game change so much in the postseason? The regular season and playoffs can feel like two entirely different sports, and the players know it. But James, ever the competitor, takes it all in stride. You're not getting away with that stuff in the regular season. In the playoffs? Maybe. So let's test it and see what happens. As for what's next for James, he's kept quiet about his future, especially in the wake of the Lakers' loss. Still, early signs point to him exercising his player option and returning for at least one more season in 2025-26. And knowing LeBron, he's far from done competing at the highest level. James' candid remarks didn't go unnoticed. His reflections on officiating sparked conversations across sports media, with analysts and former players weighing in on the ever-changing standard of playoff basketball. Some praised his transparency, while others suggested it was a subtle way to hold the league accountable without outright criticism. What stood out the most was James' tone, not one of frustration, but of competitive spirit and leadership. He wasn't making excuses for the Lakers' early exit. Instead, he used the platform to highlight a broader issue many players have voiced for years: consistency in officiating, especially when the stakes are highest. Meanwhile, Anthony Edwards' performance throughout the series only added fuel to the fire. The young Timberwolves star emerged not just as a dominant scorer, but also as a fearless defender, even when matched up against one of the greatest players of all time. His boldness and intensity drew both admiration and criticism, with some questioning whether the referees gave him too much freedom due to his rising star status. Edwards himself seemed unfazed by the noise. When asked about guarding LeBron, he responded with his trademark confidence. That's LeBron James. If you don't bring everything you've got against him, you're gonna get exposed. I wasn't trying to disrespect him, I was trying to make it tough. That's what competitors do. As the dust settles, the Lakers organization now faces several tough decisions. With another first-round playoff exit, pressure is mounting on the front office to retool the roster around LeBron and Anthony Davis. Questions swirl about the coaching staff, potential trades, and how much longer the team can realistically contend with its current core. But perhaps the biggest storyline is LeBron himself. Despite turning 40 later this year, he continues to play at an elite level, showing no visible signs of slowing down. According to reports from league insiders, James is leaning toward picking up his $51.4 million player option for the 2025-26 season, a move that would all but guarantee he remains in purple and gold for at least one more year. What's more, the possibility of playing alongside his son, Bronny James, looms large. With the younger James eligible for the 2024 NBA draft, several teams, including the Lakers, are rumored to be considering him, not just for his potential, but also for what it could mean in drawing LeBron back for a historic father-son duo. For now, LeBron's focus remains on rest, reflection, and preparation. Whether it's addressing officiating standards or mentoring the next generation, his influence on the league is as strong as ever. One thing is certain, if LeBron does return next season, he won't just be coming back to play, he'll be coming back with a point to prove. Sean McVay praises J.J. Redick's visit to Rams practice, a cross-sport exchange of leadership. J.J. Redick's first season as head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers exceeded most expectations. In what many considered a bold experiment, the former NBA sharpshooter led the Lakers to an impressive 50-32 record in the 2024-25 season, clinching the third seed in the Western Conference. His playoff debut may have had its bumps, but the overall trajectory of Redick's rookie year on the sidelines has left the Lakers organization feeling optimistic about the future. Sure, there were moments where Redick looked every bit the first-time head coach, but what set him apart was how quickly he learned, adapted, and above all, owned his areas for growth. Now, with his first full off-season ahead of him, Redick isn't slowing down. He's leaning into growth mode, reflecting, learning, and looking for ways to sharpen his leadership skills. That journey recently took him to the practice field of the Los Angeles Rams, where he met with head coach Sean McVay and spent time absorbing insights from one of the brightest minds in football. McVay, speaking to the Rams.com's Stu Jackson, had high praise for Redick's visit, saying he genuinely enjoyed having the Lakers coach around the team and valued the conversations they shared. Both Redick and McVay share more than just a city. They're young, cerebral coaches navigating massive expectations in the high-pressure world of Los Angeles sports. McVay knows all too well what it means to shoulder the hopes of a championship-hungry fanbase, especially after leading the Rams to a Super Bowl victory in 2021. His admiration for Redick comes from a place of mutual understanding and respect. And for Redick, this wasn't just a casual drop-in. It was part of a broader philosophy he's embraced: never stop learning. Despite the differences between basketball and football, Redick sees parallels in leadership, preparation, and team culture, and McVay, known for his tactical brilliance and emotional intelligence, offers plenty of inspiration. The two coaches actually spoke before Redick officially took the Lakers job, and Redick had expressed an interest in reconnecting with McVay during the season. This visit gave him that opportunity, a chance to build on their shared values and continue developing his voice as a leader. Redick's drive to grow hasn't gone unnoticed inside the Lakers organization either. When he was first hired, there was understandable skepticism, especially from team governor Jeannie Buss, who reportedly had concerns about his lack of coaching experience. But Rob Pelinka, the team's president of basketball operations, believed in Redick's vision, communication skills, and potential to build something long-term. Looking back now, those early doubts are starting to fade. Redick is still writing his story in Los Angeles, and if his first season is any indication, he's not just here to coach. He's here to evolve, to lead, and to build something real. Whether it's courtside or on a football field, J.J. Redick is soaking in every lesson and shaping a future that could leave a lasting legacy. Redick's visit to the Rams wasn't just symbolic, it became a talking point across the Los Angeles sports scene. Media outlets highlighted the moment as a sign of a new era in coaching, younger, forward-thinking leaders who aren't afraid to cross traditional boundaries to learn from one another. In a city built on championships and legacy, Redick's hunger to grow, and his humility to learn from someone outside his sport, struck a chord. Many around the NBA took notice. Players and coaches alike praised Redick's willingness to seek mentorship and broaden his perspective. It sent a message to both the Lakers roster and the league at large. Redick isn't just relying on his playing career or name recognition, he's putting in the work. Veterans on the Lakers, including Anthony Davis and D'Angelo Russell, reportedly appreciated Redick's openness and adaptability throughout the season. His visit to the Rams only reinforced the idea that he's all in, not just on X's and O's, but on building a sustainable winning culture. Meanwhile, Sean McVay's endorsement added credibility to Redick's approach. McVay, widely regarded as one of the most innovative minds in football, has built a culture in which curiosity, constant learning, and emotional connection with players are central pillars. For Redick, seeing that firsthand offered more than technical takeaways, it affirmed the importance of authenticity and presence in leadership. What stood out about J.J. McVay shared was how intentional he is. You can tell he cares deeply, not just about winning, but about doing it the right way. He's asking the right questions. That's what great leaders do. The relationship between the two coaches is expected to continue, with talks of future collaborative sessions between Lakers and Rams staff. In fact, Redick is believed to be building a coaching council of sorts, a small group of mentors across different sports and industries that he can lean on during tough stretches. McVay, according to sources close to both organizations, will be a key part of that inner circle. Back at El Segundo, Redick now turns his focus toward preparing the Lakers for what could be a defining 2025-26 season. With LeBron James likely to return and a core of talented players under contract, expectations remain sky-high. Redick is reportedly working closely with the front office to fine-tune the team's style of play and address weaknesses that emerged during the playoffs. There's also speculation that Redick will have more input in personnel decisions this offseason, a sign of the trust he's earned. His ability to connect with players, combined with his evolving basketball mind, has given the Lakers confidence that he's more than just a short-term solution. Ultimately, J.J. Redick's journey is just beginning. But if his first year is any indication, he's not trying to copy anyone's blueprint. He's crafting his own, one conversation, one collaboration, one lesson at a time. In a city where the spotlight never dims, Redick is proving he doesn't just belong, he's here to lead.